Hey, welcome back to Forever Happy. Thanks for joining me again and coming to visit our Forever Happy home here. And we're working on step 3 today. We're going to talk about step 3. If you've missed the first 2 steps, I'll have links down below with directly to steps 1 and 2, so you can go and check those out. And today, step 3 is about you. And you control your happiness. You can choose to be happy or not be happy. And sometimes we get into really bad situations and things are kind of out of our control, and sometimes we just have to remember that they are out of our control. And it all depends on our resilience, on how we figure out how we want to approach the situation. This coronavirus thing that's going on, where people are having to stay at home and not being able to go out and celebrate things that they would normally celebrate, their birthdays. Mother's Day was yesterday, so it was on Sunday, and it can be frustrating, but your happiness depends on how you want to feel about it. And my neighbor Josh, his wife, they recently had a baby, and the fact that we were doing stay at home, it enabled him to be able to stay home and be there with the baby instead of having to go to work because his employer doesn't give him an opportunity to take time off to be with this child. So that's something to be happy about. Even though this is a horrible situation, it's something to be happy about. Our son had planned on being married on Monday, and because of the coronavirus, we couldn't travel to the Philippines to be a part of it, and he couldn't travel to the Philippines to actually do it. So that can be a pretty frustrating thing and be disappointing as well. And he's stuck on an island. He works seasonal work up in Alaska with the fishing industry, and he wasn't allowed to leave because they can't afford to have people go from the island and then when the next season starts come back and be sick, and because they're working with food. And so he didn't get to come home like he normally does to be with us. He didn't get to go to the Philippines, and it's up to him how he wants to deal with that. He can either be very depressed and miserable about it, or be happy. Do stuff that makes you happy. And I've got something to show you guys that he shared. And so this is kind of the guys that he works with have been stuck on that island for an extra couple months that they wouldn't normally have been there. They would all be back with their families, enjoying Mother's Day, and potentially Stephen could have been back for his mother's birthday, and unfortunately they couldn't. But this is what they did do to just make the best of it. Doesn't give you a chuckle, I don't know what does. I can't get the silly song, I don't even know what it is, out of my head when I listen to that, but that's what it's about. It's about you choosing to be happy. And so the best way for you to be forever happy is to choose to be happy. We can easily choose to be miserable. That's easy to do. I could find 1,000 things to be miserable about. This time with this coronavirus and the COVID-19 and all this stuff going on, it's easy to find things to be miserable about. But that's not any good. It doesn't do anything for anybody to be miserable. It actually it's proven to make you unhealthy. So be happy. Happiness helps us be younger, have longer lives, just enjoy life. And, as step 2 says, celebrate the small victories, right? Just find the small things, the little things to be grateful for every day. And I promise you, you will find something to be happy about. And focus on those things instead of the fact that none of the stores are open, or when you go to the store, nobody's paying attention to social distancing. Nobody cares about everybody else's health. Right? There's all kinds of these things that you can do, that you can think about to just make things miserable. But you don't have to. It's really, really up to you. Right? We're learning how to use technology in a way that we hadn't used before to connect with our families, and that's something to be happy about. I'm lucky that we live in this day and age that we can do that. So take in the thought that it's okay to be happy. Step 3 in the path toward forever happiness is you. And it's you choosing to be happy. And trust me, when you choose to be happy, it makes it easier for those around you to be happy, because positivity and happiness will bring everyone around you to that level. And you can all find stuff to be happy. Now that's step 3 of our path to being forever happy. And step 4 I'll have for you on Saturday. We're going to have, looks like 5 steps to being forever happy. So we're going to hit step 4 on, I'll have that video up for you guys on Saturday. And if you want to make sure you catch it, subscribe, hit the bell. That way you'll be notified. Also, if you want to discuss some of the stuff we're talking about, leave a comment. Let's talk about it. I think that the other way that we can help each other be happy is to share how we do things in our lives to make things happier, so that we can all be forever happy. Can you imagine if we lived in a world that way, where everyone was happy? Oh my gosh, it'd be a utopia. So come join me on Saturday. I'll have step 4 for you. And from all of us here at Forever Happy in our Forever Happy home, thanks for coming and visiting. And until Saturday, take care of yourself. Stay well. Stay safe. Keep smiling. Be happy. And until then, goodbye.